Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. So Coinbase has filed an amicus brief or friend of the court, or at least petition to file a friend of the court brief in support of Ripple. Now, obviously, everyone is essentially pissed off at the SEC for their own reasons. Gensler and the SEC have made a lot of enemies, not only Ripple. And they're piling in on the Ripple case because that's their best chance to actually win against the SEC. The LBRY case is going to be determined first, but LBRY is not as publicized as the Ripple case, and they don't have as many resources as Ripple to actually fight the case. So Ripple's allies are actually expanding. By the way, the LBRY lawyers can actually draw from the Ripple case as well. So Coinbase has petitioned to file an amicus brief. They are I think like the fourth or fifth one, and I do think there will be more people lined up to actually take their shots at the SEC. And obviously, rallying on Ripple and XRP's case is definitely going to be kind of like the easiest thing for them to do. So this gives more hope that the case will be won. It will settle in favor pretty much of all cryptos. Like I said, if the LBRY case wins against the SEC, then this case is pretty much done as well. If the LBRY case loses against the SEC, I think the SEC will try to establish that as a precedent because these two companies are being sued on the same thing. But Ripple is way better funded than LBRY, and it's a much more publicized case. So everyone is piling in and trying to support them. Now, they're not actual parties to the case. They are just filing friend of the court briefs to provide information. So I think like the SEC making a lot of enemies along the way. I know Coinbase has had a lot of problems with the SEC as well as other companies. I think that gives them a focal point of the XRP case to actually go after the SEC and shut down, well, not shut down the SEC, but like get the SEC out of crypto once and for all. And they might actually be able to do it. I do hope that this case wins or settles soon, because even if they settle, even if they try to do a closed door settlement, it's really not going to matter because like they will be able to draw a precedent from this specific case. And the thing is like the settlement is actually going to be known. Because like if Ripple comes out of this with a good settlement, then every other crypto company will not be afraid of the SEC anymore because they can go through the same exact route. So the thing is like the settlement is, I don't know if that's such a huge option for the SEC, because if they do a settlement that's favorable to Ripple, then basically they don't really have any teeth to go after any other crypto project either. And this could be a pretty big boon for the crypto industry. So that's why Coinbase is joining forces with Ripple. And I think a lot of other companies are going to join forces with Ripple as well. Well, I mean, like not so much ally themselves, but file amicus briefs in favor of Ripple against the SEC, providing information. So the SEC has kind of screwed themselves by trying to sue everyone. And this is the problem when you make a lot of enemies, because then they tend to focus in on like your biggest case and file a lot of amicus briefs. I do hope the SEC actually lose this case, because that will provide a lot of clarity for pretty much all of crypto. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.